Okay. So somebody asked me whether they should buy a Mac or a Windows PC. कहाँ है इसकी बैटरी लाइफ 66% है. मैं 2 क्लासेस कर चुका हूँ एंड आई चार्ज इट प्रॉब्ली ऑन मंडे को शायद चार्ज करके लाया था मैं, मतलब जो क्लास आया था उसके बाद से कुछ नहीं मैंने यूज़ नहीं किया इसको क्लास के अलावा. बट सो as far as battery life is concerned, there is nothing comparable to Mac today. Okay, but there is a possibility that some softwares might not work on Mac. Okay, so there's that's a big possibility. 1 or 2 softwares might not work, specifically something related to FPGAs. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर भी हम एक कोर्स करेंगे जिसमें मैक पे करना उसको मुश्किल होता है, बट वी डू इट फाइनली. बट FPGA अगर किसी को somebody wants to make logic circuits and so on and so forth, then Windows might be a better option. But other than that, most of the softwares might work on Mac as well. But if that is your primary consideration, then please buy a Windows laptop for 100% compatibility with every software that you might use. Okay, and if you want battery life and immediate on off, तो ये तो फ़ोन की तरह चलता है. ठीक है, सो मैं बहुत बड़ा मैक हीटर था तो, बट दीज करंट मोबाइल जनरेशन कन्वर्टेड. बट एनीवे इट्स दे बट मैक इज़ नॉट रियली यूजफुल फॉर लॉन्ग लाइफ in the sense के they change the architecture every 10 years. तो पुराने सॉफ्टवेयर चलेंगे ही नहीं उस पर. So that's another issue. But I told you the pros and cons. You finally decide. If you want 100% software compatibility, please buy a Windows laptop. Don't buy a here. Gaming laptops बहुत बर्बाद होते हैं, 2 घंटे भी उनकी बैटरी नहीं चलती है. So do not buy those. Okay, if you can choose not to buy them. Okay, they are useless. उससे बढ़िया डेस्कटॉप बना लो तुम एक. ठीक है, डेस्कटॉप ले लो, एक लैपटॉप ले लो हल्का, उसको तुम लाने ले जाने में परेशानी होगी. बट गेमिंग लैपटॉप्स आर यूजलेस फॉर बोथ गेमिंग एज वेल एज एनी यूजफुल वर्क. ओके, सो आई नो मेनी ऑफ यू विल ये बहुत काम का होगा, बट दोज हैव हॉरेबल बैटरी लाइफ, दे आर वेरी हॉट एंड और गेम्स भी अच्छे से चलते नहीं है क्योंकि वो इतना गर्म हो जाता है. सो व्हाट happens in current gen processors is that once the processor becomes too hot, it slows it down. तो तुम्हारे गेम्स भी ख़राब चलते हैं, सब बर्बाद होता है. So don't buy a gaming laptop if you can choose. If you want to do gaming, build a desktop. A cheap desktop will be much better than a gaming laptop. Okay, 2 लाख का तुम्हारा Alienware जो भी तुम खरीदोगे, don't buy that. Buy a 1 lakh laptop and a 1 lakh desktop. That's going to perform much better than buying a gaming laptop. So that's my recommendation. Now there was somebody, कौन था मैं last class I told somebody to ask me a question. Yeah, what's your name? Atharv. Yes, Atharv asked me a question.
Sir, my question was why we are using Ideal and VS Code instead of Terminal.
Yeah, good. I remember the question. So I want to show this to you. So if I didn't turn off my computer. Okay, so the terminal is open as it is. ठीक है, जैसे तुम्हारे फ़ोन में कोई ऐप खोली हुई है, फ़ोन तो खैर बंद कर देता है उनको. मैक most of the times it won't close the applications that are running. So I just put my computer to sleep. I just woke it up. So everything is as it is. It was yesterday. So if I type A, where is it? If I type A, it's going to show me what is stored in the variable A. ठीक है, और जो भी हमने पिछली क्लास में किया था, it's going to show all of them. So it's going to show the value of D. Now let us say if I do print E, what is it going to do? It gives me an error. Okay, now if you want to get out of Python, okay, मैं तुम्हारे क्वेश्चन पे आ रहा हूँ सर, don't worry about it. If you want to get out of Python, what do? There are 2 ways of doing that. You can either press Control D. ठीक है, कंट्रोल सबने देखा है, CTRL जो कीबोर्ड में होता है, दोनों साइड होता है तुम्हारे कीबोर्ड्स में. लैपटॉप्स में एक साइड भी हो सकता है, बट मोस्ट नॉर्मल कीबोर्ड्स, डेस्कटॉप कीबोर्ड्स हैव CTRL on both sides. That's called as the control key. So if I press Control D, it exits the Python shell. तो मैंने Control D प्रेस किया, वहाँ पर लिखा भी आ गया कंट्रोल. दिस इज द हैट सिंबल. okay, is for control. और control D लिखा हुआ आ रहा है ना, so I pressed control D, it printed that and exited the Python shell. अब हम किस में आ गए, टर्मिनल के उसमें, टर्मिनल शेल में आ गए, जो भी उसका कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग शेल चल रहा है. नाउ if I again using the arrow keys I can retype what was the previous command. So previous command इस शेल में क्या था मेरा, Python 3 था, ठीक है. Python 3 was my previous, although everything else जो भी बाकी चीज़ें हमने करी, whatever we did was inside Python. Okay, so this terminal has no idea what we did inside that. The last thing that the terminal remembers is that we ran the command Python 3. So when I press the up arrow, it shows me Python 3. Okay, so I don't have to type it again. I just press the up arrow and press enter. Now, Athar, what is going to happen if I do print D now? Nothing. What is, something is going to happen. What is that something going to happen? Be precise. Error बताएगा. Okay, you are right. So although same screen पर अभी भी D लिखा हुआ है ऊपर, ठीक है, but please understand that whatever is shown on screen is not really what is going on. If within the same screen, what did we do? We got out of Python shell and we went back into a new Python shell. Okay, so the previous Python, the new Python shell has no idea about what D is. ठीक है. सो इफ आई वांट टू राइट द सेम कोड जो ऊपर लिखा हुआ था मेरा A B C, मुझे सारी चीज़ें क्या करनी होंगी. A में क्या स्टोर था, A हैड हेलो स्टोर्ड इन इट, ठीक है, B हैड 10 in it, C had 10.0 which is a float representation of 10. Okay, and D was B plus C. ठीक है, अब सारी चीज़ें काम करेंगी जो पहले हमने की थी. For example, if I do print D, it is going to show me D. So his question was, why don't we just use the terminal, okay, or a Python shell? Why won't we want to do that? Because what is happening? I have to retype everything again. Okay, if I want to do the same thing, I can do the same thing in an IDE like VS Code or IDLE, which comes with Python. Okay, you can use any of them, but VS Code might be a better option because you can use it with multiple languages. Okay, so now instead of using the shell, let us create a new file and save it as okay. Now class 3 is a name, ठीक है, class 3 is the name of this file. So जैसे अथर्व का नाम अथर्व है, ठीक है, तो उसके मम्मी पापा ने अथर्व रख लिया, but that अथर्व really doesn't, it although it may have in Hindi meaning, but it doesn't really mean anything. We are just using symbolism to define that this is the person called Atharv. Okay, similarly class 3 in the class 3 in class 3.py is telling any random name that you might have assigned to a specific thing. Okay, so to this program we are assigning the name class 3. .py is more specific. ठीक है, .py is like Homo sapiens. ठीक है, तो हम human beings को क्या बोलेंगे, means we could say that Atharv belongs to the class of Homo sapiens. ठीक है, Homo sapiens is a more broader, which tells, in this case .py is called as an extension. Okay, let me so .py, I told you in the last class also a little bit about this, is called as an extension. ठीक है, every file should have an extension. Many files do not have an extension, so operating systems usually cannot, if you don't give an extension, operating system cannot usually tell what that particular file does. Okay, as far as Windows and maybe in Mac OS as well, in Linux I don't remember, but Windows most of the times it has a setting in your file explorer that please do not show extensions of the known file types. Okay, so it might not show you the .py or whatever if it knows what the file type is. So please go and change that setting somewhere. Okay, so that it shows extension for all files, so that you can see what exactly each file is of what type. Okay, So .py is telling the operating system that this particular file is of the type Python. Okay, it's a Python file which should be treated as such. Okay, and Python files किस type की होती हैं? They are technically they are text files. ठीक है, टेक्स्ट फाइल्स होती हैं जस्ट जो तुम नोट पैड यूज़ करते हो, नोट पैड से जो तुम जो भी सेव करते हो, इट दीज फाइल्स although they have the extension .py, but even if you gave them extension .txt, they are practically identical. Okay, they are text files. But जो exe file जो बनती है, so once not as far as Python is concerned, but if you were to write a program in C and you compile the file, you will create something called as exe file, which is a executable file. So the operating system treats it differently. What is the treatment that operating system gives to an exe file? It runs the program itself. ठीक है, .py file, how will the operating system handle it? So operating system can only handle, as far as Windows, obviously other operating systems are different operating systems, so Windows can handle exe file inherently, means it can run it directly. Okay, .py file, what is it going to do? What do you think is going to happen? Again, Windows cannot directly execute a .py file, so what is it going to do? It is going, no, it cannot compile, there is no compilation, so it is going to run with the help of an executable file called python.exe. Okay, so whenever you, let us say you open a docx file, ठीक है, document file जो Windows Word file होती है, Word file का extension क्या होता है? Any idea? docx. ठीक है, doc पुराना वर्जन हो गया, लेटेस्ट मतलब 2007 के बाद से अभी तक चल रहा है, ठीक है, is docx. So when you double click docx, what happens? Does that file get executed? No, that file doesn't get executed. What does Windows do when you double click a docx file? It opens, so because Windows knows that docx file is associated with which particular program? Microsoft Word. So what it does is that it opens the program called as Microsoft Word. ठीक है, word.exe. ठीक है, अगर तुम जाके प्रोग्राम फाइल्स में जाके MS ऑफिस में जाओगे, उसमें तुम्हें एक word.exe फाइल मिलेगी, प्रोग्राम फाइल्स डायरेक्टरी में जाके देखोगे तो. So what it does is it opens the program corresponding to that particular file type. So in case of docx file, the program is Microsoft Word. So it opens the Microsoft Word program and tells Microsoft Word, please open this particular file. So Windows is not opening a docx file. Windows is opening word processor called as Microsoft Word, and that word processor is opening that file. Okay, so Windows can, when you double click a .exe file, what happens is that program runs itself. Okay, so if Windows knows how to execute a Python file, means how to open a Python file, it would ask python.exe to run this particular file if you double click it. Okay, so even from security point of view, it's always a good idea to keep this setting at off, that please hide known file types. Okay, it's always a good idea to know whether you are having an executable. Okay, .exe file है तो उसको डबल क्लिक हमेशा जो है बहुत सोच समझ के करना चाहिए. Okay, almost never, until unless you are installing a program, you are almost never required to double click or open a .exe file. Another kind of files that are sort of semi-executable in Windows are called as batch files. ठीक है, what are those batch files? Those are .bat. ठीक है, so they are similar to shell scripts in Linux, if anybody knows about that. So ठीक है, so those can execute on their own. They can run different processes. So always be careful when you are opening either .exe or .bat file. Okay, bats are also very dangerous, and bat files are also very dangerous. Okay, they carry millions of diseases, bats. So now अब मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? What can I do? Let us write the same program again. A is equal to hello, B is equal to 10, C is equal to 10.0, and D is equal to ए नहीं बी प्लस सी, ठीक है ना. फाइनली प्रिंट डी, ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज दिस प्रोग्राम गोइंग टू डू? कुछ भी नहीं करेगा. ओके यार, कर लिया सेव हमने, ठीक है. आई हैव सेव्ड दिस फाइल. यू कैन आइदर सेव इट बाय गोइंग फ्रॉम हियर, फाइल सेव, ओके, और व्हेन यू रन इट, so it says start debugging or start without debugging. Either of them is fine for this particular course. Don't worry about it, about debugging part. But if you run without debugging, most likely it is going to be a little bit faster than if you run it with debugging. Okay, so if you want your program to run a little bit faster, please start it without debugging. Okay, but most of the times I don't care because debugging के लिए start debugging के लिए कौन सा shortcut है? Look at it, F5. Okay, and what is the shortcut for विदाउट डिबगिंग? शिफ्ट F5. तो कौन शिफ्ट दबाएगा? ठीक है, ऑलरेडी फंक्शन दबाना पड़ता है क्योंकि F5 जो है यूजुअली वो रहता है. सो आई विल हैव टू प्रेस फंक्शन F5. नहीं, इसमें मैंने वो करा हुआ है तो खाली F5. सो इट इज़ गोइंग टू आस्क मी विच पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम इट शुड यूज़ टू रन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम. ठीक है, विच पर्टिकुलर सॉफ्टवेयर शुड इट यूज़? सो वील चूज़ पाइथन डिबगर. ओके, सो डू दैट. And it gives you the output over here. The program ran and it gave the output. What was the output? What is the output? 20.0. Okay, can you all see it? ठीक है. Now let us say मैंने प्रोग्राम बंद कर दिया. ठीक है, I turned off that program now. Now what is going to happen if I reopen VS Code? Because a file cannot run without saving. Okay, so once you run, it's automatically, even if it doesn't ask you, it saves it in the background. Okay, so whenever the file runs, it automatically saves. So if I run it and the way Visual Studio Code is set up by default is that it opens the previous folder and file associated with it. ठीक है, तो जो भी हमारी फाइल थी, मैंने ऑलरेडी एक पहले से फाइल खोली हुई थी, वो दोनों जो है, सो इट इज़ रियली फ्रेंडली IDE. It automatically opens whatever the previous file was. But even if it doesn't open, you can go and where the file was stored, you can go and open it. Okay, let us say I closed it. Okay, it was stored in documents inside ECC 101 inside assign1. Okay, so I can go and open this over here. ठीक है, और अगर यहाँ नहीं दिख रहा है, if you can't see it over here, you can go and you can do open folder or whatever. ठीक है, उस folder पे चले जाओ and then you can open it. Okay, wherever you saved your file. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you are not able to understand. Once you do it yourself, then only you can understand. I have my newfound philosophy in life is that you have to do something to learn something. You have to struggle to learn. मैंने उस दिन पहले दिन भी तुम लोगों से बोला था, अगर तुम स्ट्रगल करके खुद ट्राई नहीं करोगे, you won't learn as much as I can tell you. Okay, so therefore it's always especially for the people who are learning computers for the first time, it might be a good idea to if you spend 1 hour just trying to figure out yourself. Okay, don't look at क्या कहते हैं, spend at least 1 hour, even if you're trying to find a new thing, spend 1 hour trying to do it yourself rather than asking Google how does that work. So as far as for example, we give too much importance to कि दुनिया में सबसे पहले किसने किया था. That's not really very important thing. दुनिया में पहले किसी ने क्या किया था पता नहीं, मिलियंस ऑफ लोग चले गए, उन अपने साथ सारे उनके रिकॉर्ड्स भी ले गए. ठीक है, तुमने पहली बार कोई चीज़ अगर तुमने if you figure it out, will you feel excited or not, even if that was Newton already figured it out? You had no idea of that law. Okay, assume that you had no idea of Newton's second law. ठीक है, if you were able to figure it out on your own, will you feel excited or not? Will you remember it for the rest of your life or not? So my point is, please try to figure out things on your own. Okay, and the more you figure them out, the more you will remember those things. Okay, so now what is the benefit of having Atharv, did I answer your question? Okay, so Now, if I want, what is the other benefit? You can run this program again. Obviously, that is one benefit. Now, if I try running it, if I do F5, so it runs and gives me in the output 20. Okay, I can run it again. It shows me 20 again. Okay, again shows me 20 again. Now, another benefit is that you can make edits into this file. It's called an editor. What is editor? सबने एडिटर नाम सुना है? न्यूज़पेपर के एडिटर का नाम सुना होगा, स्कूल में पढ़ाते हैं इंग्लिश में, लेटर टू द एडिटर, सबने पढ़ा है? Okay, what is the point? What is the use of what is the function of an editor? He or she edits whatever, means makes changes to whatever the reporters give him. ठीक है, he decides finally. So similarly, editor here is helping you make changes to your program. Okay, starting writing for the first time or making changes in the future. Okay, so one of those changes might be, let us say, instead of adding 10 plus 10, I wanted to add 20 plus 10. ठीक है, तो हमने बस a single letter change can, you don't have to write those 5 lines again. ठीक है, 5 lines is not an issue, 50,000 lines might be a big issue. ठीक है, if you had to write again. ठीक है, so obviously this program you will say यार मैं क्यों इतनी मेहनत करूँ ये सीखने में, but think about it, if you had to rewrite those even 100 lines in, obviously 5 lines doesn't make too much of a difference, but if you had to write 100 lines in your shell, ठीक है, it will be very cumbersome and you will have no record after it is all said and done. Yeah, कॉपी कहाँ से करोगे? ऊपर कहाँ रहता है? नहीं कहाँ रहता? कहाँ है? क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? अविरल? अरे मेरी क्लास में भी था एक अविरल, जैन नहीं था वो, कुछ और था. चलो एनीवे, तुम्हारी शक्ल भी ऑलमोस्ट ऐसा ही पतला ही तुम्हारे जैसे था बिल्कुल, मुझे ऐसे लगता है तुम्हारा वो. एनीवे, हाँ, कहाँ से कॉपी करोगे अविरल? कहाँ पे कॉपी करके रखोगे उसको? एडिटर में रखोगे ना, नोटपैड में रखोगे, तो वो एडिटर है ना, तो क्यों इतनी डबल मेहनत करोगे, एक ही बार उसी में कर लो. ठीक है, anyway, good question, I liked it. So anybody else has any questions? Nope. So please understand that when we run from VS Code, every time I press F5 or go to run and say start debugging, what am I doing? I'm initiating a new instance of Python. Okay, a new Python shell is being started. Okay, so everything that was previously there is gone. Okay, so a Python program does not remember what happened in the previous program. Okay, every time when I say press F5, a new Python shell opens. ठीक है, तो अगर तुम देखोगे यहाँ पर red you will see in the bottom that some, so this red thing, so that was the time for which the new Python shell was running. ठीक है, जब वो नीचे वाला जो status bar है ना, it became red. I'll run it once more so you can see it. जो सबसे नीचे लिखा हुआ है ना, वहाँ पर देखो वो red हो जाता है थोड़ी देर के लिए. ठीक है, that is the time that your Python shell is running. ठीक है, so now if you were to add numbers from 1 to 10, ठीक है, अगर मुझे वो करना होता, उसके लिए प्रोग्राम लिखो. चलो, why don't you guys yeah, let us do our first quiz today. Please write your name, take out a paper. Please do not take एक छोटा सा पेज मत देना, मुझे पूरा पेज देना. your paper might get lost, so I want, please give me a full page. ठीक है, काट के छोटा सा पीस मत देना. Please do not give that to me. So your first quiz is, please write a program to add numbers from 1 to 10. ठीक है, all natural numbers or integers from 1 to 10. Write your name, roll number and today's date on top. Another thing that I forgot to mention in the first class was that for this I am really strict. Please do not write somebody else's quiz If you do that, the minimum punishment for that is 20 marks. Okay, I won't reconsider that. So if you write somebody else's quiz, the minimum punishment I'm going to give you is 20 marks. So the 20 marks means approximately 4 grades. So if you are getting 10, you will get 6. Okay, so please do not do that. So write your own quizzes. Yeah, what's your name? Pallav. Yes, Pallav.
If we make the B into a string with comma, 20, then will B still work?
We'll see that in a moment. First finish your question and then we'll continue. Yeah.
Sir, what to write? Name, roll number, and
Today's date. Today's date is 31st. 31/7 is enough, but if you want to write 31/7/26. Okay, the reason for the date is that sometimes when we are checking the quiz number तो याद रहता नहीं है, तो date से we are sure that we'll have only one quiz on one day. So that is one way of my keeping a record of what quiz happened on which day. Okay. So we'll finally upload your marks of these on Teams, and it will have the date associated with it. Quiz happened on this particular day. No. You will give the hard copies to me. We will do that. We will upload the marks on Teams. Assignments, those will be done later on. So this is question number 1. Question number 2 is what Pallav asked us. Let us use his idea as what will be the output of this particular program. I made a small change. I changed b to b पहले 20 as an integer था. Now b is a string 20. ठीक है? What will be the output of this particular program? Question नहीं लिखना. ठीक है? Write question number 2 and write what your output is going to be for this particular code. Huh? Question 2 is what is the output of this code? And the important line in this code is line number 2. ठीक है? The line number 2 previously before this change, the line number 2 stated b is equal to 20 as an integer. Now b is 20, but it's a string. Okay? So I'll introduce one more concept to you guys, which is comment. ठीक है? So I have written hashtag बोल रहा हूँ, but hash important. Okay, what does hash mean? It's a comment. What does comment mean? Any idea? मैंने ऐसे important लिखा है. ठीक है? What's your name? हाँ? Adassa. ADASSA. SSEA. HEA. Okay, Hadassa. Okay, good. So what do you think is going to happen in this case? No, I am asking her. I have written in English. What do you think? I know you don't have an idea, but I want you to think. What do you think is going to happen? Means it is, so there is nothing wrong with this line. Okay, this hash important hash, this sign is called as hash. Okay, hash important I have written. This is perfectly valid Python syntax. Syntax का मतलब कि जो उसकी grammar होती है, that the grammar of any programming language is called as syntax. ठीक है? So this is grammatically correct. Important. Do you think that अभी तक whatever we have seen till now, will important be an important word in Python? Do you think that it might be? I mean, would Python know the word important? Would it be important to import? Would it be important to? Would important be important to Python? What do you think? Come on, say yes or no. No, you are right. Important is not important to Python. Okay, Python doesn't care whether the word important exists or not. Okay, but I have written hash important. Okay, this is to tell the reader of this program that this particular line is important. Python doesn't even read anything beyond the hash. Okay, so it is only for the user of the program, whoever is reading this program, to understand that there is something that you might want to consider over here. Okay, so whenever you're writing a program which you want others to understand, and you feel that this might be something which they may not understand, you can put a hash and write something whatever in English or whichever language you want. Okay, and that will be completely ignored. Anything after hash is going to be completely ignored by the Python program. Okay, so these are called as comments. Hash हटा दें तो देखते हैं. No, hash is not ignored. No, obviously, hash is the starting. Hash is an important character which is read by Python, which it considers that anything including the hash should not be considered. Okay, so but without the hash, it has no idea that you are starting a comment. So comment is the hash is the symbol for Python to ignore everything including the hash.
But this comment is important for the readers.
Yeah, yeah. If the writer is a good programmer, he may write something nonsense which it may be meant to confuse the reader कि भाई मैं यहाँ से नौकरी छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ, जो नया नेक्स्ट आदमी आए उसको समझ में ही नहीं आना चाहिए क्या प्रोग्राम है, तो इंटेंशनली उसने बहुत सारे कमेंट्स डाल दिए जो इंटेंड कर रहा था उसका उल्टा. ठीक है ना, दैट इज़ अ पॉसिबिलिटी. सो यू कैन नॉट रिलाई ऑन एनीथिंग, बट फाइनली they are completely ignored by Python. Okay, so are you done with question 2? What did you write in question 2? Error. Let us see. Yeah, we got an error. ठीक है, again our VS Code is really good. हमें वहाँ पर बता दे रहा है कि इस जगह पर error आया. ठीक है, so what is again, I know तुमने कभी ज़िंदगी में एरर्स को डील करने की कोशिश नहीं करी है, करी भी हो तो बहुत कम लोगों ने करी होगी. प्लीज़ रीड व्हाट द एरर इज सेइंग. ठीक है, प्लीज़ रीड इट. ठीक है, ऑलवेज, सो दैट यू नो. आई नो many of us when we are doing programming for the first time, we are going to just look at the error. अरे प्रोग्राम गलत है, मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा. The first thing that you are going to see, in this case it is actually highlighting, but in most cases it doesn't highlight. In VS Code it is highlighting. पहले नहीं करता था वो, जो हमने 2-3 साल पहले हम यूज़ करते थे इसको. So now it is showing at exactly which location. But if you look at कहाँ look at वो कहाँ पर था, assign1 class 3.py. यहाँ तो है ही नहीं वो. अच्छा, assign1 में जाना है. So if you look at, so now I ran this from the terminal. Okay, you can also run this program from the terminal. I ran this program from terminal. If you look at this, you're going to see that where the error is. If you look at the file name, look at the second line, trace back, most call, recent, last call. And the second line, if you see, it shows that the error is on line number 4. So please, the first thing that you should see in any error message, if you get an error, is in which line that error is. Okay? It will always tell you that it is in whatever line number. Okay, it is telling you in line number 4 there is an error. Okay, and what is the error? It is telling you the type of the error. Okay, type of the, in this case the name of the error is also type error. Why is it type error? Because we are trying to add 2 different types of data types. 2 different data types. Good, thank you. So 2 different data types we are trying to add. We are having one string and another float. You cannot add a float and string together. Okay, but and there is a reason that it is saying concatenate. Okay, why is it saying concatenate? Which I'll get to you in a moment. Okay, Python 3. So A is equal to A and B is equal to B. Now if I do A plus B, okay, what's your name? Yeah, black t-shirt, yeah.
Aarti.
Aarti, yes Aarti. What should happen in this case? Plus, what is plus?
Plus is a function arithmetic operation.
Arithmetic operation. So is A, so A is the variable A in this case, is it a number?
No, it is a string.
It is a string. What about B? It is also a string. So what should happen when you do A plus B? Why? You are saying it's an arithmetic operation. Both A and B are not numbers. So if you add them together, what should happen? It should give you an error. Okay, most programming languages are going to do that. They are going to say, "Are you stupid guy? Huh? Why are you trying to add two strings, A and B?" Okay, but Python is very generous. Okay, it says, "यार तू कुछ करना चाह ही रहा होगा, ठीक है, A और B को तुझे पता है A और B दोनों स्ट्रिंग है, फिर भी तुम दोनों को जोड़ रहा है, तो मैं जोड़ ही देता हूँ तेरे लिए, ठीक है." So if I do that, it is going to give me a new string called as AB. You are right, but in this case it's not an arithmetic operation. It is something called as ऊपर जो word लिखा हुआ था concatenate. Okay, it's called as concatenation. Concatenation means putting two things together. ठीक है, join them. Good. ठीक है, so this is, so the word is concatenation. Okay, and this phenomena that depending on what your variables are, this plus is acting like two different things. Okay, if A and B both were integers or numbers, what would it do? It would do a arithmetic addition. Okay, but if both of them are strings, it does an arithmetic a concatenation, a string concatenation. Okay, so this particular phenomena is called as operator. So plus is an operator. ठीक है, मैथमेटिक्स तुमने अगर पढ़ी हो, ठीक है, ऑपरेटर ओवर लोड. ठीक है, ऑपरेटर को हमने मल्टीपल, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट इट हैज मल्टीपल डेफिनेशंस. ठीक है, इट इफ both the variables on the side of the operator of the plus operator are numbers, it does an addition. If both of them are strings, it does concatenation. But as soon as a string is invoked, ठीक है, दोनों में से एक भी string है, तो automatically it assumes that you are trying to do a concatenation. Therefore the error was not, क्या error था कि you are trying to do a concatenation where it is not allowed. It did not say you are trying to do an addition when it is not allowed. Okay, so as soon as you invoke one of those two variables is a string, it automatically assigns which operation to this particular operator? The concatenation operator. Therefore it says, if you look at the error, there are two ways to interpret this error. No, जो हमारा error था, it can be interpreted two ways. That you are adding a string to a number, that was one possibility, or you are trying to concatenate a number to a string. इन दोनों में से एक चीज consider हो सकती थी. Do you all agree? We could have these two ways of looking at it. But how is Python looking at it? It is looking at it as if you are trying to concatenate a number with a string. Okay, as soon as a string comes into the picture, immediately the definition of the plus operator becomes concatenation. ठीक है, okay. So good that okay. Now if I, let us say I wanted to do this, if I wanted to add these two numbers, but I have already declared B to be a string, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? We could convert that string into into a number. ठीक है, one possibility is that you could possibly do an नहीं चला. Okay, it works fine now. So what is this? So again, I told you previously that print is a function. Print bracket something. So int in this case, so although int can be a data type, but the int bracket here is an int function. It tries to convert whatever is inside into an integer. Okay. So that's what it is doing in this case. उसके अंदर a डालते हैं, करके देखते हैं. Invalid literal for int function. Now look at the error, value error. Okay, it is telling you that whatever value that you have provided to your int function is incorrect. Okay, a string cannot be converted into an integer. A string which has no numbers, ठीक है, corresponding. Obviously, quotes में जो 20 है, तो obviously it is quite okay to do that conversion. Okay, yeah.
सर अगर हमको ऐसा कुछ प्रिंट करना हो जैसे my age is 20 और मतलब 20 एक अलग है, मतलब हम 20 इनपुट ही ले रहे हैं.
Okay,
तो
good.
अगर हम इंटीजर में लेंगे तो वो कॉन्केटेनेट.
हाँ कर सकते हैं, मैं तुम्हें बताता हूँ अभी कैसे करना है. लेट अस से अब कुछ और करके देखते हैं. बी look at it, the output of this. So we can use the str function to convert anything into a string. ठीक है, तो इसने इस float को it converted that float into a string. str function converted that into a string. So if you look at it, I have line number 5 का output. Line number 5 is the first thing that I'm trying to print. So the output of that is class str. Okay, it e is now the string form of the float which was c.
सर अब जैसे b भी स्ट्रिंग है,
हाँ,
c भी स्ट्रिंग है, मतलब
e c string नहीं है, e string है.
string है.
हाँ,
तो अब b प्लस e करेंगे तो क्या है?
तुम बताओ क्या आएगा. Why don't you, this is question number 3. Please write in your notebooks, in your answer sheets, the output of line number 8. ठीक है, only line number 8 is required. I'm just going to type it. It is b plus e. ठीक है. So question number 3, you have to write the only output of line number 8. B is a string, E is a string. ठीक है, both B and E are strings. So plus is going to act like a concatenator. ठीक है, concatenation operator. And so if you do a concatenation of B and E, what do you get? You get 2010.0. You all agree? Yes. Let us check. 2010.0. ठीक है. So 20 को हमने क्या किया? Concatenate कर दिया 10.0 के साथ. ठीक है, so without any spaces it just puts them together.
अगर e प्लस b करते तो 10.020 आता.
Good. So that is question number 4. The output of line number 9.